So my name is Fiona. I work for a communications company called Connect. Welcome to our first Facebook training session. Now, as Pauline said, there'll be some other sessions, including one on pages and groups in December. And you can check out the events section of the SWI website or ask Pauline for the details of the next one. Please don't worry about getting this down as we go along, because there'll be a presentation and follow-up available after the session, and we'll take questions at the end. So let's start with a bit about Facebook, what it is. So Facebook is an online social media network which you can use on your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, and it lets you stay connected with friends, family, and community groups. For example, oops, sorry, I skipped one. For example, you could keep up to date with your niece's family as she shares photos of her children growing up. You could keep in touch with a friend who's moved overseas, or you could find out what's going on in your local community. You can share text posts, images, videos, website links, and you can join conversations with people who share your interests. Facebook has evolved over time with many new functions added, and we'll go through some of these later on. As well as sharing pictures or views of your own, you can react to other people's posts with a thumbs up, surprise, a laugh, disapproval, sadness, or a hug, and you can add a comment on someone else's post as well. This picture on the slide was one that I shared on Facebook of my daughter, who is 5, playing doctors with her toys. Her granny, her auntie, and some of my friends commented on the post. Facebook for businesses and organizations works similarly, except that businesses have pages rather than profiles, and they're much more collaborative. Usually a few people share responsibility for posting and answering questions on a page, and pages contain information about an organization as well as events and photos. This will be discussed later in the session and also more fully in the next SWI's training session. Before we get into using Facebook, let's talk about some of the terms that you might see or hear when you're using Facebook. So your Facebook profile, that's all about you. Your name, photo, hometown, workplace, and education history can be added to your profile. You can make it public or private and set some sections to only be visible to friends rather than anyone who's browsing the internet. Status or post is the term that is usually used for social media updates. A post is the term that Facebook uses to describe something that you share. You can say what you're doing and who you're with. Here, for example, I posted that I had a lovely walk in my local park. I was feeling happy. I also posted that I had lunch with my sister Mary and tagged her, as well as the restaurant that we ate in. You can add a photograph, a video. You can tag your friend, which notifies her that you've posted something on Facebook. And you could check in somewhere, such as on a trip to Edinburgh Castle or lunch at a restaurant. A Facebook page is generally set up by an organisation, such as SWI. Anyone can follow them. Here is an example of some pages that I follow and what's on East Renfrewshire and Guide Dogs UK. Their news pops up in my news feed along with the updates that I make and the updates from my Facebook friends. I can make a comment or react to these posts. And the main purpose of a Facebook page is to cascade news, events, and messages to the people who are following them. Groups are a place to communicate about shared interests. They encourage engagement and get people talking to each other, such as SWI groups. Some groups allow you to join them instantly, while others need to approve your request to join them. Here are my 2 examples, or I Love Clarkston Community Group, which is public, and Mairns Mummies, which is a private group. In both of these, people ask for recommendations from other group members and share information that might be good, useful or relevant to the community. Once you've joined a group, you'll be able to write something on Facebook to the people within that group. Like pages, groups can be maintained and updated by a number of Facebook users, unlike profiles, which are maintained by one person, an individual. Friends are a list of people on Facebook to whom you've sent a request and they've accepted, or people that have sent you a request and you've accepted. But when you add new friends, Facebook automatically follows them for you. We would recommend not accepting friend requests from people you've never heard of, unless they're friends of friends, people that you sort of vaguely know. The newsfeed is the place where all the posts will appear, including your friends' posts. You'll see updates from pages and groups that you've liked or joined, and your posts will also appear in the newsfeed where others can see them. Facebook has many timelines. Groups, pages, and profile timelines are records of all the posts that are shared with you. Your profile timeline should be set to private when you first join Facebook, as this makes sure that only your Facebook friends can see what you're posting. This is one of the most basic security settings, and that's something I'll come back to in the session. Now, Facebook originally had a simple chronological timeline that meant that the posts were listed in the order in which they were recently put on the platform. But now the site will show you different posts, videos, and photos depending on how you and other people are interacting with them and how popular or important they are deemed. Unfortunately, this means that you'll see lots of adverts. So you'll see sponsored posts and adverts and suggested posts based on the things that you interact with on Facebook. And you can get rid of these, you can ignore them, or you can get rid of them by clicking on that little icon at the top, the three dots, or the cross in the corner. But most people probably just ignore them, keep on scrolling. Messenger is a place that you can have a private conversation with a Facebook friend. So an example might be that if you find out on Facebook that one of your friends has a granddaughter and you'd like to send a card but you don't have an address for her, then it would be best to use Messenger rather than to ask for an address on a comment on Facebook. So I'll show you a bit more about how to use Messenger later on. On your smartphone, Facebook Messenger is a separate application which is downloaded from Google Play or the Apple App Store. But if you're using Facebook on a desktop or a laptop computer, then Messenger is available through the Facebook website. As I say, we'll come back to Messenger. Notifications are represented by a little bell icon on Facebook. And when you have a notification, that shows you that a friend has engaged with one of your posts. It also shows when friends or pages or groups you follow have added a post or changed some information, just to let you know what is happening when you're not using it. So now that we've talked about some of the terms, let's get into how to use Facebook. Firstly, you need to sign up for an account. So on your computer, you would visit Facebook's website, facebook.com. If you're on a mobile phone, smartphone, then you download the Facebook app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. Click on the app once it's downloaded to your phone. So when it loads up, you'll see a sign up form. You enter your first name, your last name, password, birthday, etc. And then you click sign up, the little green button at the bottom. That's the only time you have to sign up. After that, you'll log in using the mobile phone number or the email address that you signed up for your password. On your mobile phone or personal computer, you won't have to enter these details again, but we advise that you don't click remember my details on a shared computer, such as in the library. So once you're up and running and you've got a profile, you make it your own. So Facebook Global, there'll most likely be people that have your name. So to help your friends and family find you on Facebook, personalize your photo by adding a profile picture. This is normally your face, and you add that by clicking to a grey silhouette that will appear, and then you can choose a photograph from the photos in your album on your phone, excuse me, or from your computer. And you can then crop the photo and position it so it looks right. After that, you can choose a cover photo, perhaps of a holiday landscape or your garden flowers. This was a picture I took when I was in Austria and I used to go skiing. Those were the days. So you click the camera button on your existing cover photo, and then you can select a photo to upload for your cover. So an important part of Facebook is setting up your privacy settings. After you've signed up for an account, you can adjust these to control who can see your information and your profile. So in Profile, you click Settings and Privacy, select Privacy, and you'll be able to choose who's allowed to see your posts and how people can find you on Facebook. There is a new tool on Facebook which is very useful. It's called Privacy Checkup or Privacy Checkup. I don't know how most people pronounce it, which guides you through some settings, including who can see what you can share, how to keep your account secure, and how people can find you on Facebook. So Facebook sort of guides you through those things. You should make sure that some of your profile information, such as your phone number, is private. You can choose who is allowed to see your past and future posts. We recommend sending most of these things to friends, which limits how much public information is out there, but lets your friends see the posts. You can set who can send friend requests to you, which cuts down on the number of spam or incorrect friend requests you'll receive. But in general, never write personal details such as your home address, email address, or phone number in the comments of someone else's post. We'll use Facebook Messenger to do that, and we'll come back to that again. So updating your profile. To add in more detail to your profile, click the About section on the profile page. In this section, you can fill in information about your work and education, the places you lived, contact and basic information, family and relationships. Please note that adding relationships, for example, a partner or a child, will notify that person that you want to show that connection. You don't need to fill in all of the areas of About. Personally, I've added my hometown, my university, my birthday, and that I'm married, so it comes up with a link to Matt Ramsey, who's my husband, on Facebook. My phone number and my email address are set to private, and they're only visible to me. You do all this through the privacy settings. So once you have your profile, you can add some friends. So select the Friends tab and use the magnifying glass to search for people by name. You'll see a list of people you may know, and you can click them to add friend. And as you use the site more, you'll receive friend requests, which you can accept or remove, is what Facebook calls it, but that basically means you can ignore them. Friends will have to accept your requests, so if they're not on Facebook very frequently, then it might take some time, it might not be immediate. You can also start to follow some pages and join some groups for things that you're interested in. You can use the magnifying glass and like or follow public pages, and you'll start to see their updates in the newsfeed. If you search for SWI, you'll see a list of various public and private SWI groups on Facebook, and you can click to join them. If a group is public, you'll be able to join instantly. And if it's private, then someone will be responsible for approving the request to join, an administrator. There'll be more on pages and groups in the next training session, so make sure you sign up for that one. So the exciting bit is posting on Facebook. The main purpose of Facebook is to help your friends and family stay connected. And the best way to connect with your friends and family is updating them with your posts. So to share a Facebook post, you go to the box at the top of the screen, which says, "What's on your mind?" And here you can write a message, change the background color if you like. You can add a photo and add some words about the photo, a bit of a description. So status updates could be as simple as recommending a local restaurant that you went to or congratulating someone on a competition win. Another way to update your friends on Facebook is to create an album of photos from a recent event. So to do that, you could click on album, which is shown in that photograph there with the little cross, and you can upload photos and videos from your computer or your mobile phone. And you can also share other types of posts, like how you're feeling, where you are. You can tag some friends saying that you were out doing something, or tag an event. So I said that we would come back to Facebook Messenger. To chat privately with your friends, use Facebook Messenger. It looks like a little speech bubble with a lightning bolt through the middle of it. And it's available in the top right hand of the screen on a computer. And on a smartphone, it's a separate app which you download from the Google Play or Apple App Stores. Once you're in Messenger, you can select the symbol, which looks like a sort of pencil and pad, to start a message. You type in the name of the friend that you want to connect with, and then type your message and click the arrow button to send it. And messages in your Messenger chat inbox are private, so no one else can read them. And this differs from a post, which is public. The Facebook Messenger also lets you create group chats if you wanted to talk to more than one friend at once. So you would create a new group, add the friends that you wanted to talk to in that group, and then send the message to all of them. When you message your friends or group on Facebook Messenger, you can upload pictures, videos, and files from your computer, and you can search for past conversations. To instantly message friends who are logged into Facebook at the same time as you, you can see that they're active with a little green dot on their profile picture, and you can send them a message directly. They could respond directly, immediately, sorry, and then you can chat back and forth online. So once you're up and running with a profile and some friends and some pages and some groups, you want to keep an eye on the newsfeed. And the newsfeed, as I say, is a list of posts from your friends, your family, your public pages and groups that you follow, and things that people have added, such as adverts. Now, Facebook has introduced a new tool called Favorites. This can be found in the Feeds tab on your smartphone and in the menu on your computer, and it lets you prioritize the people and the pages that you choose. Now, one thing to mention is if you want to ask a question within one of the groups that you follow, you have to do that by going into the specific group rather than writing question in the general what's on your mind Facebook screen, because otherwise it will go to everyone rather than that specific group. When you're scrolling down the newsfeed, you might see a post from a friend that you want to engage with. So you can make a comment, or you can tap the like button, which is a wee thumbs up, hold it down for a range of reactions, such as love or care or laughing or angry. And you can share your posts as well. Computer and mobile phone versions of Facebook look a bit different. So some of the screen grabs that I've had, the pictures that I've had on this presentation have been from mobile phone. This one here is a computer screen. So you'll see that it looks slightly different, and there's much more information in terms of a menu down the left-hand side, and the newsfeed is in the middle, and then the notifications are at the right-hand side, and Messenger is at the top beside my little profile icon. And then on your mobile phone, the menu is a bit more limited, and you have to click on your circle with your picture on it, which gives you more options, more menu options. and that's a standalone app. So this seems like a lot of information, and you probably won't use all of these things. Most people quite happily use Facebook to post some updates, comments, see what their family are doing. But it's a great tool for engaging with community groups and organisations such as the SWI. If you get lost in Facebook once you're set up, all you need to do is click the picture of yourself, your profile picture, and that usually takes you back to the home page or the area that you want to see your profile and change the information there. And by clicking on the little bell, that shows you all the notifications of people interacting with you. So I think that's all the main things, and thank you very much for listening. We'll take some questions and have a bit of a chat.
Great, thank you very much, Fiona. That was fab. That was fab. So, has anyone got any questions? I know that it's probably you probably know quite a lot of that information. Did you find anything new? Sheila Kerr.
And Fiddes has got a name. And Fiddes.
Sorry.
Sorry, I go Sheila Kerr first. I saw Sheila Kerr first.
Right.
Thanks.
Can I just ask what the difference is between the pages and the groups, please?
Yes, of course. So pages generally are a business or an organization setting up a kind of profile, and it has something like their website link, it has some of their details, and they might cascade information about what they're doing. So it's very much a kind of information source, whereas a group tends to be more like a community group that's sharing events and things and that people engage with. So it's like you could have a group for anything, really. You could have a book club group, or you could have a dog walking group or something like that. And it's much more kind of like people chatting on a section of the site rather than something that's informing people.
So if we wanted to do one for our own institute for SWI, it would be a page that we would set up rather than a group.
Yeah.
Well, confusingly, you can do both.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
I think if I can answer that one, Fiona, I think it's best to have a page, and
Right.
then you're then giving out all the information you want to give out. And then if you have a lot of people in your institute or in your federation that you want to enable them to be able to talk to each other too, then you can have a group. So Roxburghshire, for example, Roxburghshire Federation has a swap group, like so they have a craft swapping group. So they have a page where they tell all the information about what's happening in Roxburghshire, but they also have a Facebook group where they can say, oh, I've got some great wool and I don't need any more. Would you like it? Yeah, come and pick it up from here, So that's quite a really nice way of doing something for, a member specific kind of thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Pauline, am I right in saying that?
Together.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's Maz. Am I right in saying that a page you're giving information out that people read, and a group you're encouraging people to chat together?
That's right. That's exactly right. So the page, the group you've not really got. I mean, you vet who goes on it. Like the Scottish Women's Institute group has just over 1,000 people on it, and but not 1,000 people will actually use it day to day. But 1,000 people will see everything that's on that page, on that group. But that's not Scottish Women's Institute's talking to everybody. That's people talking within themselves. Yeah. But so you have to have joined the page as well, so you find out more about Scottish Women's Institutes, and not just what someone's made for tea, or or a nice recipe or whatever. All these important things that you need to know, and that are useful to know, and see people's pictures. And because on a page you can't, unless you're you're posting below a picture, if SWI posts a picture and someone else wants to share their pictures of themselves doing the similar thing, then they can only do that in the response at the bottom. and that makes it a little bit, you know, it doesn't make it as friendly. But on a group, you can say, "Oh, look at my pictures," and "Oh, look at my pictures," and you know, so you get much more of a sort of nice feel about it. Yeah. But
Yeah, it's kind of a different way of participating.
Yes. Yeah. And some people don't want to do that, but you know, a lot of people do. Yeah.
Can I ask a question, please?
Ruth, yeah. Hi, Ruth.
Hi. The problem I've had is a news feed. Looking at my news feed, finding something, and then can't get back to it.
Mm.
So you
What
can
am I doing wrong?
you can save
Nothing.
it, can't you? Can't you, Fiona? Yeah, they just go down and down and down. So you can save things, can't you, Fiona? You can
Pardon?
you can save them, can't you? You can press three dots, and it will ask if you want to pin it or not pin it, but save it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when I think on pages and groups, there's much more about featuring certain posts, etc., pinning posts, things like that. If you've got an individual profile, it is harder to go back and find things because it's not chronological.
Yeah.
And as I say, there'll be many more adverts than there used to be, sponsored pages. So getting rid of them helps actually streamline what you've got. But now you've got this favorite section, which is a new tool for Facebook. It means that you can go in and select the pages and the people that you like to follow the most, and that gives you a kind of a tighter news feed.
Mhm.
Have a play with it. When you go into the feeds
Yeah.
section
Yeah.
then you can select by favorites there.
Right. Okay. Can you go to a particular person who's been posting? Can you go just to see their things?
Yes.
Or
If you
does
go
it-
into their profile,
Yes.
So
Right.
if their name at the top of the post, if you click on their name at the top of the post or their company name, whatever it is, you
Yeah.
just click on the main bold name there, then you'll be taken to their what they have posted. Yeah.
Fine.
So not
Perfect.
their
Thank
news
you.
feeds, not that you don't go into their page, but you can see what they've posted the last few times.
Lovely. Thank you.
There is another way of doing that if you want, Ruth. If you just need to if you want to go past something and bookmark it almost, you could take a screen grab of the post. If it's you know, if it's something that you need for work or for things, you can just do that. As long as you don't repost them or reuse them in any other way, you've just got them on your machine.
Yeah.
Then that's okay to do that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You
that's
know
fine.
that in your photos
Mhm.
what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Right. Okay. That's smashing. Thanks very much.
Okay. Thank you. Anne Fiddies. Hi, Anne. Hi.
Hi. Right, I've got two problems. One is probably quite easy and the other one is quite a mess. First one, if I'm on the SWI page, I suppose it is, I think, and I want to share it, whatever they put, and I want to share it to my page, which is the Argyll Federation SWI, of which I'm administrator, and which used to be a lot easier than it is now. It comes up with share with friends, share with a group. It doesn't say share with a page anymore. So I can't.
Does it say, hang on a sec till I actually do it. Does it say, hang on, I'll just go and yeah, it's, sorry, that one's saying what I wanted to say. Yeah,
Comes up with a little share with so and so, share with. There's about 5 things, but none of them is a page.
No, there's another thing. I can't remember what it actually says when it says it, but it says other option or alternative or something.
Yeah,
And
that sends it to somebody. that's on a chat at the moment, or is
Yeah.
very, very close to you, or yeah, it doesn't say a page. I haven't been able to do it for some time.
And are you doing it on a computer or on a phone?
Mostly I'm on either my tablet or my phone.
Because I've just gone into Facebook now and I just went to SWI Angus and something that they posted, and when I clicked on share,
right,
third one down, it says share to a page.
oh well, that's not happened with mine, so hold on. Well,
So if you
What's
I didn't
that-
get
what's that
And
nestled under,
what's
Matt?
on your laptop?
Well, I just went to SWI Angus, which happened to be something that came
Yeah.
up when I went SWI to search, and
Are
then
you
I
on-
went to on a phone.
On
And
the
when I
phone?
went to share at the bottom, it says like, comment, share. When I clicked on share, it says share to your story, send in messenger, share to a page, share
Well,
to a group.
Mhm.
it hasn't said
That's-
that on mine.
That's right. And if it's a page, then it says share to a group instead of
I've got-
share to a page.
I've
Yeah.
got both on mine.
So if I
But
tried the group, it would come up with the page, would it? Could I do that?
So if you were to
Well-
share to a group, it would then give you a list of the groups that you want to share it to.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you press share to a group at the top, you've got a search button. You could
Uh-huh.
then search for the group you want to share it to.
But it's a page and not a group.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I've got share to a page, so I don't know why you haven't.
I don't get that, you see. So I have, well, I'll try again. The other question
Sorry to interrupt you there, Anne. So you have administration rights over the page that you're trying to share to.
well, that is the other huge problem I'm having with it at the moment. As I say, it used to work perfectly. I've got about 6 editors from various institutes who are interested in being editors, and that has worked. It's slow. We don't use it all that much. Somewhere along the line, it has asked me if I would like, it's given me another profile. I now have 2 profiles. One is Argyll Federation SWI profile, which is just my logo of the SWI. The other is me, okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
And at
that's
the top,
right.
At the moment, I'm on here on my phone as SWI.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I
Yep.
did it. It asked me if I would like to be a profile, and I just thought, well, yeah, okay. But it seems to have messed everything up. We've got a local thing which is all things Strathclyde. And I was looking in it one day and I didn't seem to be able to get anything up to date. And then it said, would you like to join? So I said, yes, I'd like to join. Thinking, well, who's kicked me off? You know, I was a member. Why am I a member? And of course, I was on my Argyll SWI profile. So Argyll profile
So you need to.
is now a member of our All Things Strathclyde. I don't want to be. They're probably wondering what the heck's happening. So
Right.
I don't know what's
So
happening.
you need to switch back to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
individual
I keep
profile.
switching. I want to get rid of it altogether. How do I get rid of a profile?
You can't.
Right.
Yeah, you
No.
can.
When you create a page, you automatically, when you're running that page, you have a profile for that page. But at the bottom of your phone, well, at the bottom of my phone, the bottom right-hand corner, at the moment, my profile is SWI, Pamela SWI. There's a little tiny circle, and that's the picture that I've got in it. If I click on that, at the top of the page, I can then see my own picture. I
Yeah,
click on that, and my profile
Yeah.
changes back to me.
yeah. I can swap it all right as long as I see what I'm on. You know, it's just yeah. I would have liked to.
It can be frustrating. You do have to work out which one you want to be, but you have to have a profile as an individual to also have a page or a group.
Yeah.
Shall I just show you how? Is it a laptop you're using it on, Anne?
I'm looking at my tablet at the moment with you in it, and I've got my phone here, which
Right.
I'm trying to find something. So it's up at Argyll Federation SWI. On the right hand side, though, it's me. It's Anne Fiddis and not SWI. But no, the main thing I wanted to know was why I couldn't share things from the SWI website.
I think it might be because you're not on the right profile then. If that, I think they're maybe linked. So I'll just show you, I'm just going to show you something on mine because I've got a few different profiles for work reasons.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, people do that.
So
I just confusing.
So this is my Pauline Connect one, yeah. So I see everything. I've joined all the different SWIs, and I've got lots of different people. I can see what they post, yeah.
Right.
And up here in my account, I can switch to Womankind. I don't do much on that anymore. And then I can also switch back to Pauline Connect, yeah. So as Pauline Connect, I run the Scottish Women's Institute's page, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can share different things. But can you see that the little Scottish Women's Institute's logo just there above next to the share button?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I could share that, and I could share it to a page, or I could
Yeah.
share it to a group. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't have much choice there because I'm at the moment I'm acting as a page. Yeah.
Okay.
But then when I go to this and I say, hang on. I go up to the top, not to that one. So that one, the little one here says I'm interacting as a page. Visit your group or change the profile that you're using to post, to change the profile that you're using to post, comment, and take other actions. Okay.
Mhm.
But if I go up here, I can choose how to interact, and I can choose how to interact, whether I want to do it as Scottish Women's Institutes or as Pauline Connect.
Right.
If I switch to Pauline Connect and how I'm interacting, you'll see the difference in my share function.
Yeah.
We have got much more,
Much more. Yes.
much more ability to share. So I think maybe it's all connected to that. And I think
Yes.
if you've set your whatever you've set your page up under, if it's your own name or if it's your SWI name, then you just need to make sure that you're always on that setting in order to share different things. I think that would help you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have a wee practice
Yeah.
and I'll come back and tell you when
Yeah,
I fail.
you can always ping me a message and say, I don't know how to do that. Do it again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pauline. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. Okay.
Okay, great. Oh, we've got Bob's iPad. I don't know your name. I'm sorry, darling. Oh, we've got to have you on mute. Sorry.
Hello,
Hello. That's it.
Hi.
What's your name, darling?
Margaret.
Hello, Margaret.
I tried to join Facebook today. I've never joined it before. The only social media I've used is WhatsApp.
Yes.
So I tried to join, and I actually thought saying, congratulations, you've joined Facebook. And then I got a message saying you have been blocked because you have violated community standards. Now, I've never posted anything.
Naughty
So
girl.
how could I have done that?
We're laughing with you, not at you. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I've never heard of that before.
No, I haven't either.
I've never posted anything. All I did was try
Have
and
you got a weird name?
I don't know. I mean, I just joined as Margaret Healy, nothing.
Did you put that nudie picture of yourself on it? Is that what you've done?
I didn't put any picture on. Oh, yes, I did. They asked me to take a picture from the iPad I was working on, right? And they said that would be used to identify me, but it wouldn't be on my profile. And they said it was successful. And then I got this message saying I'd violated community standards.
That's
But
good.
you've never heard of that before.
No,
No.
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 What?
Okay,
I
so
think
I'm,
that might be one to come back to you on, find out a bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah. When I read about this today and somebody posted a picture of a cow and they got blocked.
Oh,
I didn't post anything.
There
I've never-
there was a big write-up about it today, I was reading.
I've-
It
I've
might
never-
just be a new problem that they've got.
yeah, it might just be a bit of software that's gone a bit rogue.
Mhm,
Maybe,
Okay,
maybe the picture you took was blurry and it looked like something else or something. I don't know.
it just threw me a bit, but nobody else has
Yeah.
heard.
Would
No.
would me too.
So I'm not on Facebook. Well, I'm blocked for the next 30 days until they've decided whether or not they'll accept me.
Oh, that's
So
a
it's
shame.
all a bit weird. Mhm.
Let's see if we can find a solution and let you know what we could
Right, okay, thank you.
suggest.
Thanks. I tried to find some way to send them a message or get an online chat. Is that
No,
a
that,
possibility?
that doesn't really exist on Facebook because they don't want
No,
anybody to
okay.
actually talk
No.
to them.
To them?
Yeah, they're all
Right.
about communication, but as long as you don't talk
But
to them. it's
As long
fine.
as you don't talk to them.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So if anybody finds how you find out why you've been blocked.
Is this, was this on Marketplace or was this on Facebook itself? Because I can see, I've just looked up, I can see there's a lot of comment about it being on Marketplace.
Well,
Because it's a separate,
it was, I don't think I've
Element of
done any, I don't know what marketplace is. So I
No.
don't,
it
I say,
looks very
what I
much the
wanted
same as
to-
Facebook. It's just a selling element of Facebook.
no, it says, welcome, your account has been created. Now it will be easier than ever to share and connect with your friends. But when I try and open, it said, no, you're blocked because of, and then it also sent me something saying that it sent me a security code to try that. And they told me to change my password, but it all got very complicated, so I just gave up.
Mhm.
Oh, it says someone may have accessed your account. That's what it said. Looks like someone may have accessed your Facebook account.
That's probably just, were you doing it on 2 devices or were you? Were you
No,
doing it on one device?
just-
No. Okay.
just on the one device, just on the laptop or the iPad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Let's have a wee look into that. Tell me your name again, sorry.
Margaret Healy,
Margaret.
H-E-E-L-E-Y,
Okay, and whereabouts are you, Margaret?
Dumfries in the
On Facebook
Terregles,
Gallery, yeah?
yeah, Dumfries and Gallery.
Okay.
But at the moment, I'm definitely not on Facebook.
no, no.
They're not making it easy for you.
No. I'm not confident with tech anyway, and this has really thrown me.
It might not be you at all. It might be a technical thing. So
Right. Okay, well, I mean, I have enjoyed what you've done today, so thank you.
Mhm.
okay, thank you. And it sounds like loads of the questions have been about pages and groups. So it sounds like we'll have some more information to talk to you about next time.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. Are there oh, we've got Pat. Pat's got a question. Hi, Pat. If you just unmute, that's great. Thank you.
Just a question about a comment that you made earlier. You said that to set up a page, you needed a personal profile. Now, I'm interested in setting up a page for an organization, but I'm not interested in setting up a personal page on Facebook.
Mhm. You don't need to have any
Okay.
outward facing. You just need to give Facebook your details so they know you're a kosher, you're all right. They know that you're a real person. You're not a bot and you're not a Russian or whatever it might be. So they know that, and they know where you live and they know how to contact you. That's all they need. And then
Okay.
Yeah.
you don't need to put any picture of anything up. You don't need to do anything, but you can man the page,
Okay.
man the group.
And that's all private. You can
Yeah.
make everything private. So
Private. I set my dad up on Facebook so he could look at everything. and he loves looking at all the SWI ladies and not in that way, not in that way. He loves looking at what you're all up to. Oh, I saw they were having a big dinner. Oh, I saw this, and but he doesn't, he's not even under his own name. I said to him, what name would you like to be under? And he said, oh, I'll just make it this, but everything behind his he doesn't have a profile picture. We just got something, a cat on it, and a fake name that is relevant to him. And but everything behind it is real, but just not his name and his picture.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pat. Whereabouts are you, Pat?
I'm Cairnori SWI.
Oh, yeah.
In Aberdeenshire.
Great. Thanks very much. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions or any other comments? How many people are now feel that they could be able to tell someone else how to do this? If we have a handout as well, we'll have a digital handout, so which you can access, and that will go onto the website, so that you can download that, and that's the notes from the slides. And obviously we'll put this up on the YouTube channel too. But is there anybody? How many people do you actually feel might benefit from Facebook and in their own lives? You got many people in your communities that?
I already use it a lot personally.
Yes.
But I was just wondering about setting one up for our own institute, because we're up in Inverness and we really don't have a federation at the moment. So I just sort of wondered whether this was a good way of trying to keep in touch with other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it is a very good way.
Yeah, and particularly our own members, some of whom are not computer literate, and a lot of them are not on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I might be able to persuade them just to join the page, even if they're not joining as a personal somebody. But do they have to be a personal member in order to join the page?
Yeah, but in exactly the same way as I just said about my dad, you don't have to put anything that you don't want on there. You don't have to share all the, I had 2 peas with my bit of broccoli, you don't need to share all that information. You just go on and share a tiny bit, and that's it.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, great. But I can help you with that, Sheila. I'd be keen to help you do that, because obviously we're conscious of the fact that you're slightly adrift at the moment. So we would be very very willing to help you kind of get that up and running. So if you needed some sort of one-to-one with that, that's absolutely no problem. You just got to get in contact with me. Yeah.
Lovely. That's perfect, Pauline. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheila. Anne, have you got your hand up again?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. No.
I would thoroughly recommend it for her institute, because it's a marvelous way of keeping together and sharing photos and sharing things you've done. Yeah, it's great. I have now. I went into with my phone. I've gone on to the SWI thing, and there wasn't one post that I could share. It didn't say share on any of them. Is that
a group?
That's the SWI group.
Yeah, so groups you can't share from a group.
All right.
Yeah, so groups,
Anyway,
no matter what you did, you wouldn't be able to share from a group. It's not possible. Yeah.
Right. I thought I could do that previously. So the SWI has what? It has a group. And what else?
It has a page. So the page is us talking to members and sharing things that members have shared on their own pages.
Okay. All right. I'll obviously
and then the group is you guys talking to each other.
Yeah. Okay. So so I forgot about that, and then I've gone on to a friend who has a post which I could share. So I'm pressing share, and it's coming up. Share to your story, share and send in a message, send in WhatsApp, share to a group, more options. More options is
More options is
share, messages, email, Facebook, etc. So I've gone back and I pressed the group. I've lost it again. And it gave me my groups that I belong to. So as Maz said, I pressed on the group, and it didn't, Argyle SWI, because it's a page, didn't appear. So I typed in with the magnifying glass Argyle SW, and it says this isn't a group.
yeah, no, it's not a group, is it?
No.
Not a page.
So why don't
So-
I get up on
so
my
when-
phone?
When
I
you
don't-
go to, sorry, Anne, when you go to more options and you
Yeah.
said Facebook, what happens when you press Facebook there?
Right, hold on. Let me see. More options and Facebook. News feed or your groups.
No. Are you, and you definitely manage that page with the profile that you are currently using?
I am. What am I
Because if
currently
you're not the page manager, it won't show you the page, will it? Because it only shows me the pages that I manage when I say share.
So I'll have to be on my. Yes, well, I'm on my personal profile at the moment. So if I went onto my SWI profile, it should work, should it? Although it's a friends thing I'm sharing. Oh, I don't know.
I think as long as you are the puppet master of the thing that you're trying to share to,
Yes.
you'll be able to share. Yeah.
Right.
You know
I'll
what
try.
I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll just try it again. Okay, go away and I'll.
Okay, we're going away. I'm going to go
Yes.
to Brenda now then. Brenda?
I think the problem there is that it's a friend's personal post.
Yeah, well, that's because I was using the group in SWI group. I'll try and get onto the other one and see if I'll go away. I'll come and talk to you in a minute.
Hello, Brenda. How you doing? Nice to see you.
I'm fine, thanks. I've worked with Facebook. I've used it for quite a while, for a number of years. I have got my way around it. Some things I don't fully understand with it, but I usually can work my way around it. I am trying, or in the back of my mind, is actually to set up a Facebook page for our institute. I've had that on my to-do list for this year, for most of this year, but I haven't got around to it yet. I think it's probably fear that's stopping me from doing it. But also I've been added as an admin to the Midlothian SWI page, Federation page. And I don't fully understand what I'm doing with that, to be honest. They've added me as an admin, but I really don't know what I'm doing with it. I know the difference between the two profiles, and I can only share, what's been said just now. I mean, I fully understand that bit. I was asked, one of our other members, Karen Johnson, had asked me to change the top of the Facebook page. There was a banner along the top. And she asked me to change it to do for an advert for a delegates meeting that's coming up. Now I tried and tried and tried. I even went into the how to do thing on Google and whatever. And I still couldn't do it. It wouldn't fit in and whatever. So I had to get one of the other ladies, the other admins, to do it for me. And it's so frustrating because it took me about an hour playing about with it, and I just feel it's an hour I could have been better doing something else.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
Once you know it, Brenda, you'll be able to do it again. Once you know one thing, you're like, okay,
right.
I remember that.
Yeah, is that going to be that kind of thing going to be covered in the following sessions?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll definitely do that. The thing with the top banner is making sure it's A, the right shape, and B, it's in the right format. because it's not going to take a PDF, for example.
Right.
It'll only take a PNG, or I think it probably takes a PNG or a JPEG. So,
Right.
so
Uh-huh.
things like that are just, you know, you could have designed something amazing, and it was never going to go on there if it's not in the right format, or it's
Right.
not the right shape. You know, you need to add a wee bit at the sides or something, and doctor the image in order for it to fit the shape properly. You know,
Right.
it does take a wee bit of doing those kind of things. But if you don't know that that's what you have to do, then it's frustrating. So.
Yes.
So I don't know what the situation was, but I think it's probably one of those two things, you know.
Right. No, that's fine. So these are the kind of things that I needed some support with.
Yeah. No, that's great. We've got our session on the 7th of December. Is that with Kim, Fiona, or is that with you?
Sorry?
That's with my colleague, yes, but I've written a list of the things that everybody's mentioned
Great.
here, and I'll make sure that Facebook posts, pages, all the things that you've mentioned for discussion are in there, as well as the sort of sharing issues that might be between pages and groups.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the important thing is that setting up a page is not a tricky thing. Being on there as an organisation and an individual is not very difficult. It's when those things need to talk to each other, and the pages versus the groups, that's when it all starts to become a bit complex. So yeah, we'll go into all of that.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Brenda. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anne, are you ready for us again, or shall I go to Fiona in the meantime?
Go to Fiona, because it's now not letting me, could not load results, it says retry. Understand.
That's like bandwidth, maybe. Thank you, Brenda.
Sorry.
Fiona, hello, Fiona. Can you unmute, Fiona? Thank you.
Hi, it was really a reply for Brenda.
Yeah.
Canva's very useful for doing your banners for Facebook.
Mhm.
I find myself in, well, it's either fortunate or unfortunate situation of being admin for at least 5 other pages and groups between Scouts and SWI and various other things. And once you get used to swapping your profile round about to allow you to do the things, it really is quite easy. And groups are good for some things, but you can't invite people into your group. People have to find you. That's the other thing. So if you want to be out there being seen, it needs to be a page.
And on the page you can promote your group on the page and say, if you'd like to join the group, then come in here, you know, so that you can use your page in lots of different ways for that, can't you?
So I inherited our SWI page, so I'm still trying to get into getting bits and pieces sorted out on it, and different admins, but nobody's keen to add to the post. It tends to be myself that kind of does all that. So making it work for your group as well. So sometimes it's easier just to have one admin and a couple of editors. And then because some people aren't comfortable with it, like we say. So but Canva's your friend if you need to do banners,
because it's got a Facebook banner setting, so you know that whatever you put into that shape will be the shape that's on the top of Facebook.
So I can be able to put my Canva training into use here as well, Pauline.
That's right. Thanks, Fiona. I'd forgotten about that, Fiona.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks. Maz, have you got another comment?
It's just if I set up a page under my name in my account, and then at a later date somebody wants to take that over, it still be in my name even if I give them the admin?
You can give them admin rights, and then you can ask them to remove you as admin.
Right, and then it goes onto their profile. It goes onto their Facebook page. That's just what I wanted to know. That's fine. Thank you.
But it's best to just make sure that that's the case before you just give up. You know,
Yeah,
to make
it's
sure
really, it's not
the
for,
handover
it's
is
not for
okay.
SWI, it's, I'm also the bowling club
Yeah,
Facebook page, and I've given up match secretary, so they may come a day when they say, well, we want to take this over now, so I
Yeah.
just wanted to check.
yeah.
But they wouldn't be interfering with my profile.
No,
That's
they
fine.
no, they can't do that. So
I
you
just changed the admin and then they removed me.
yeah, I think you invite someone else to be admin, and then
Right.
they have to accept that invitation, and they do it like that, you know.
That's fine. And then
So
they
that-
could make me an editor, and I'd just be an editor and not an admin.
Yeah,
It's great. Thanks, Paulie.
exactly.
you.
Yeah, and then check the details on it so it's not your mobile phone and things like that are linked up
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. That's lovely. Thank you.
Great. Any question, anything that that anybody wants to know that they think that they don't really know how to ask the question, but because that's usually what happens with these things, is you think I don't actually know what the question is that you're trying to get across. Sometimes Google can be a great friend for that, because if you don't really know how to do something, you just type in the keywords of the thing that you think you don't really know what to do, and then something will come up, which is it's useful. But if you're having trouble with Facebook, or you need some advice, you know, please use me, because I use it every day, and I might not know everything, but I know quite a lot, and I know quite a few workarounds. I also know how to invite your friends to like things and things like that. So there's different, you know, there's different elements to it that it can really be useful if you're setting up a new page, or you're setting up a group somewhere else. You know, there's lots of different ways we can use it. Yeah, I'm just stalling for time really, because man's ready. But,
Well, I'm
Helen.
not getting anywhere, because I now have to log in again, and it's telling me that my login is wrong, and would I like to change my password? And no, I don't want to
No,
change my
don't do anything like that. Not at this time of night, because you just.
no. it's-
I have a rule. I have a rule for changing passwords, and it's nothing after 6 p.m. because
Absolutely.
my brain's never working after then.
You have to write it down in your book.
Yeah, yeah,
When your new one, yes. I've already got exclamation marks after it.
yes.
So
I think Anne, maybe if you've got a laptop, Anne, that you use.
I've got
Yeah.
I have got a PC upstairs.
So maybe one of these days when you're free and and you've got a brain, you know, we might go on together, and then you can share your screen, and then I can talk you through that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The thing is that, I mean, I've had the Argyle page for about 5 years, and I never had to have another profile. I mean, I was just
there's a few new settings,
new things, isn't it?
a few new things on Facebook. So some things just change, and you think, oh, that's funny, that's changed, and it's been updated. So
and that's what confused me with this other profile. You see, I've just discovered the two of them.
Well,
yeah, so I'll just I've switched this off and switched it on again, but it still doesn't want to know. Sorry.
Yeah. So Helen, have you got something else you wanted to say? Yeah. Is it Helen? Sorry, is it not Helen?
Margaret.
Sorry, Margaret Healy. Sorry, I had it.
No, I just wanted to know how I would contact Pauline if I needed more help with the Facebook.
Yeah, so I'm just at Pauline.Burnett.
Is that 2 T's?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
At the swi.org.uk.
The SWI.
Yep.
Dot
.org.
.uk. Thank you.
No problem.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So if I think if if that's us done with questions, is anybody, just in case anyone else has got a question?
Yeah, I've got a question, please.
Yeah, who's
but
speaking? Oh, Ruth.
It's
hi, Ruth.
Ruth, but I don't think it's a Facebook one. I think it's a Zoom one. In
Right,
as much
okay.
that on my screen, I've been seeing people have a little yellow hand come up so that
Yes.
they can ask a question. And I can't see how to put a little yellow hand up. So
You-
can someone
what are
help me,
you-
please?
What are you working on? Are you on a laptop or are you on
Yes.
yeah, okay. So down at the bottom of the black bar on your Zoom panel,
Yeah. Yeah.
you'll see a thing, it goes reactions, and there's a kind of smiley face.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, just click that and then you'll get a load of different things. But the one that you want is the one that's at the bottom, which says raise hand. So if you just put that, press that
Ah,
now, then your
Right.
hand
Yes.
will come up. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Right. I'll do that for next time then. Thank you very much.
And the good
I
thing
won't
about the
interrupt you
raise-
there.
No, it's fine, it's fine. The good thing about raise hand is that whenever you use the one that says raise hand after it, you come straight to the front of the queue. So if we've got 200 people on a Zoom,
Mhm.
and then you know you put your thumb up, you stay in the same place. But if
Right.
you put raise hand up, you come straight to the front of the queue. So that's a very good thing to know as well.
Yep.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you very much.
And-
And
yeah.
halfway, well, I think it was about a third of the way through this evening, it suddenly disappeared on me altogether. And did you see that on your screen? That
No, that
No.
might
That
might
just might have been you.
yeah, I think that was a local problem. We call that a
Right.
local problem.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
It might
right.
just be a bandwidth issue, or it might be the wind, or
Yeah, I was going to say I don't
Yeah.
normally have a problem, but the weather
Oh.
is a bit different
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
isn't
Yeah,
it? So,
exactly.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And also,
Okay.
Ruth, when you put your hand up, once you finish speaking, you go back to it and there's one that says lower hand and you put it back down again.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Or else the host might do that for you, Ruth.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Thanks very much. Thank you. Oh, Linda. Hi, Linda. You've got your hand up.
Hi, Pauline. I just wanted to say to Ruth, I had the same problem tonight. Mine came and went twice actually, and
Oh,
it
really?
came back
Oh.
on eventually. So
There you
we've
go.
had the same problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you in a similar areas?
No, it might be the weather.
Doubt it.
Just
Where are
weather.
Yeah.
Cornhill, Bampshire.
Oh no, I'm away down in Blairgowrie, so it's not the area.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did anyone else have problem with the sound at the beginning when Pauline was speaking?
with my sound. Oh,
A bit
It was all
blurry.
going
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
oh.
Yeah.
No,
Well, that's just my usual voice, Maz.
yeah.
No. Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thank
So
you.
I'd like to thank
you.
Fiona. Well done, Fiona.
Thank you very much, Fiona.
Yeah, that was
Thank
very
you.
useful.
Thank you.
Very useful.
Lovely.
Thank you, and I hope you have more fun next time.
Yeah, we'll have just as much fun. I think that's how we'll put it. We'll have just
Absolutely.